This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98FM.
Around this time last year, we were contacted by a mother from Finglas who was struggling to cope financially for Christmas. It was one of the most talked about topics we covered last year. Now, Christmas, for many, is an extremely difficult time, particularly if you're struggling financially. So it's no surprise that another mother has contacted us because she is at her wit's end with nowhere to turn. Laura got in contact with us because she is on her own with 3 kids aged 8, 10 and 13, and according to her, has nothing in for Christmas and is worried for her 3 girls and says that charities have been of no help to her. Laura joins me on the line. Laura, welcome to 98FM.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
Tell me your situation. You are on your own with 3 daughters.
Yeah, I live on my own with 3 children, ages 13, 10 and 8. And to be honest with you, I'm just really scared and worried for the kids for Christmas because I just can't afford what stuff that they're looking for, and I've no one to turn to. I've a court date in February to try get maintenance, and I've myself, since the death of my youngest sister, I've just been knocked back. I suffer with depression and anxiety, and I just, like any other mother, wanted my kids to have a good Christmas, and I just can't afford it, to be honest with you. I've rang charities and a volunteer came out to me and was very abusive at the door, telling me that I'd be lucky to get help, and just shouting at me, telling me like that he doesn't stand in the rain collecting and stuff like that. And,
so give me an idea, Laura, about how much money you have coming in every week. How much are you trying to live on?
After my rent is stopped out of my weekly money, I'm left with €208.
Okay, you're left with €208 a week.
And then that's for, out of that then I still have to get my gas, ESB, shopping.
And you have to feed 4 of you yourself.
Yeah.
All out of €208 a week. So you're literally living week to week.
Yeah.
And I assume have absolutely not a washer left at the end of the week.
No, genuinely, like, by the time it comes, like, Saturday or Sunday, I wouldn't have a washer, to be honest with you. By the time I get my shopping, gas, ESB and stuff in.
Now, obviously, Christmas is an expensive time. Now, you would have gotten a social welfare Christmas bonus. Did that help at all, or is that all gone?
Well, my Christmas bonus, to be honest with you, my youngest little one, she's looking for Shopkins, and the only thing I was able to get her was Shopkins, and I only got bat sets and stuff for the older ones, but it's still not what they were looking for. And then, like, for Christmas Day, like for dinner and stuff like that, I just genuinely haven't got it.
And I assume you've only one more payment to come in before Christmas.
Before Christmas, shit.
So £208 next week. You have nothing at all.
No, like, even my Christmas tree, like, that I have is the Christmas tree. My sister passed away, and that's her Christmas tree that I have, and that's it, basically. Like, I just genuinely have nothing in.
In terms of your children, they're at an age where they become quite demanding in terms of what they want for Christmas.
My eldest young one, God love her, like, all her friends are looking for iPhones and stuff like that, but there's no way I could come up with something like that for my 10-year-old is looking for electric scooter, art set, nail set. There's no way I can do it.
God love you. How does it? I mean, the pressure I know on an awful lot of people at this time of the year is very severe. the financial pressure, particularly when you've got 3 children like you have.
Especially like when they're older, like my eldest young one, like all her friends are going into town during the week to get new runners and tracksuits and stuff. I just haven't got it to give to her.
That must be an awful feeling, is it?
Yeah, I just feel like I let them down.
You haven't let them down, you're still their mammy. They'll understand in time. I can only imagine how upsetting it is to see your kids trying to keep up with the Joneses, having their, like you said, their friends getting everything and your kids getting nothing. In terms of what's available and help-wise, you say that there has been no help available for you.
No, like like I've rang charities, don't get me wrong, but I just wouldn't ring back again the way I was spoken to.
So you were made to feel...
I was made to feel real low, like they've seen that I was very upset, and like they were just very abusive to me. Like my mother rang to make complaints and stuff, but didn't make any difference.
Are the children aware of how dire your circumstances are, how difficult things are financially?
My eldest young one is aware because she's at an age where she doesn't believe in Santi, like, but the other two, like, they do, like, they think that whatever you ask Santi for, that Santi brings, you know, like, and I keep saying to them now, like, I'm do be saying to them, like, Santi has loads of boys and girls to go to, so you can only bring whatever, like, but all their friends, see, that's the kind of thing that all their friends are getting. So when their friends are getting, they think that they're able to get. And
that is a very difficult thing to deal with when your children are of that age. Listening to you talking, Laura, it's like I said, I can only imagine how difficult it is. I'm lucky I have a job. I can afford Christmas, thank God. I can only imagine the sort of pressure you must feel under not having a washer, knowing that between now and Christmas Day, you have only €208 coming your way. Some people will say, you've known all year that Christmas was coming around. Could you not have budgeted for it?
To be honest with you, my mother is also on social welfare, and my allowance, I was helping my mother to pay for my sister's costs for funerals and stuff like that. To be honest, that's what I was trying to do with my ma.
Do me a favour, Laura, and stay on the line there for 1 second because I have to take a very quick break. Our telephone number is 6797 981. You can text or WhatsApp the programme on 0877 98 98 98. 0877 98 98 98. Let me read this. I'm really sorry, but Christmas comes every year, and I think this is a total wind-up. She's hoping for handouts. Get a job and stop looking for others to pay for your children. Why have all these kids? Sick of people looking for handouts. I'm sick of people like you who have no heart. Seriously, you absolute moron. By total contrast, then, I get some lovely messages from people. I'll offer an iPhone 4 for a child if that's of any use. But it just does my head in. I was like that last year. My home went on fire, so I only got my kids 2 small toys and felt bad. But they were happy. The worst was looking at others posting on Facebook all the fabulous gifts that they got. Again, that has to be extremely difficult for people. And then one more message here. Where has it gone? Some people saying I want to give that woman a big hug. Lots of you offering help. Can I just let you know that we cannot accept anything in cash. We cannot accept cash. But if anybody, and that's not why we're doing the topic, by the way, but an awful lot of you have offered to donate toys for presents for the kids for Christmas and whatever. We can accept them to drop them into the radio station at 98 FM, the Malthouse, Grand Canal Quay, Dublin 2. We cannot, though, accept cash. Okay? For anybody who, a number of you have been on to us. Laura, there are some very nice people in the world, and I know that's not why you're here. You're not here on the phone to beg. What you wanted to highlight is how difficult it is and how small you were made to feel by a particular charity. And we're not naming the particular charity, but you were made to feel very small.
Yeah, very, very small. Like, they helped us when my sister died, and every time they just keep slapping that into my face. But it wasn't me they helped, it was my mother, like.
Here's a message I want to read to you. I know how that poor woman feels. In February, I had to throw my husband out because I found out that he was addicted to cocaine and gambling. He had run up huge debts of thousands of euro. I'm also at risk of losing the house as he wasn't paying the mortgage. I have nothing in for Christmas as I'm trying to clear debts that he had in my name. I rang charities and 2 women came out and told me that I would not be helped. I work 2 jobs. Please don't give out my name, which we won't. But an awful lot of people, Christmas is meant to be a happy time, and I'm not hearing any happiness, Laura. And I completely understand how it's just getting on top of you.
Yeah.
Let me go to Trassa. You're on 98 FM, Trassa. How are you?
Hi, Adrian. Really good, thanks.
Now, Trassa, what did you want to say?
Yeah, no, listen, I've actually just pulled in the car because my heart is breaking for Laura. God bless her. Nobody should be made to feel like that at Christmas. But my heart in particular is going out to those kids. I've got a 10-year-old myself, a little girl, and I know how demanding they can be. And no child should be made feel different to their peers. And that's what charity is all about. And look, I don't have much, but I have an unopened packet of Shopkins at home, and I'm happy to drop them in because I know my little girl is mad about Shopkins, and I know that, if one of your little girls, Laura, gets that packet of Shopkins, I'd love to just, spread a little bit of Christmas joy and bring a little bit of love, because your kids should not be made feel any different to their own friends. And I'm really disappointed to hear that a charity, made you feel that way, because that's not what charity is about. And charity is about making children not feel different from their own friends and their own peers, and to not make them feel so socially isolated, so to speak. As I say, look, I don't have much. I'm on my way somewhere in the car, and I had to pull in because when I heard you mention Shopkins, and I just thought, look, it's the little things that kids love, and even they're not terribly expensive. I don't have much, but you're very welcome to them. I'll drop them into 98 of them, or we'll sort some way out. And look, you sound like a fantastic mum. Don't cry. Your kids love you. That's all that matters. I'm going to start crying myself now, but look, you're doing the best you can. And just,
thanks very much.
That's what the kids want, is their best mum, and you're doing that job, and that's all you can do. And look, keep going. And I'd ring back. If that charity treated you like that, I'd go ring back another charity. People are here to help each other, and you're breaking my heart. And I hope Christmas is a lovely time and a really special time for you and your girls. But wipe those tears away. You're a brilliant mum. You're doing all you can. So be proud of yourself.
Thanks very much.
Laura, like I said, there are some very kind people listening to us for legal reasons, and primarily because the charity has denied the allegations that you've made. I can't name the charity that made you feel the way they made you feel. We have been in touch with them. They deny your claims. I suppose they would, but for legal reasons, I'm not in a position, and lots of people ask me to name and shame the charity, much not as I might like to. This particular charity does do fantastic work, and I don't want to in any way belittle their name, even though they've made you feel that way. Stay there for 1 second. 6797981 is our telephone number. You can text or WhatsApp the programme on 087 087 98 98 98. 0877 98 98 98. As I said, for anybody who, and this is not the purpose of this conversation, I hasten to add, but for anybody, because I can see from the texts and the messages coming in that a lot of you want to be able to help, we cannot, I'm really sorry about this, but we cannot accept cash at all. But if anybody wants to drop in anything that might be useful to Laura over the Christmas time, like stuff that, I'm getting offers of tablets, of Samsung tablets and all sorts of different offers, which is very, very decent of you. We can't accept cash. So please don't drop in any cash. But if you want to drop in anything to this radio station, we're at 98 FM and we're at the Malt House at Grand Canal Quay in Dublin too. If you are of a mind to drop something in, we will pass it on and deliver it personally to Laura next week. Okay? So if you want to, you can drop stuff, whatever you want, down to us here at the Malt House. But please, again, I have to stress, we cannot accept and will not accept cash. Now, where am I going? Edith, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Edith?
Hi, how are you? It's actually Edita. I come from Poland.
Sorry, Edita. How are you?
Yes. So I'm coming from quite a big family, so I know how it is to live from month to month. As my father was the only one who was providing. So again, I would like to help here as much as I can. I also have to say I'm very surprised actually the way the charity treated this woman. So again, I have some new jackets, some shop pins, so I will help as much as I can.
That's very decent of you, Edita. Thanks very much indeed. John, you're on 98 FM. Hi, John.
What's that girl's name, incidentally?
Her name is Laura.
Right. I have a couple of understandable questions to ask. In other words, questions that I believe most people would consider to be understandable given the situation, right? Number one, do you work?
I don't know.
Why don't you work?
To be honest with you, I'm not working at the minute because I suffer with depression and mental health.
Depression and mental health, yeah?
And anxiety,
well,
yeah.
Are you getting therapy? Or you know...
Yeah,
are you attending a psychologist or a psychiatrist?
I'm in Pieta House.
What's that?
It's... Pieta House is counselling and there's all sorts of different therapies. It's for suicide and stuff like that.
Why would that stop you getting a job?
Sorry, John.
Hang on a second,
No, John. I am not about to let you ridicule somebody who is dealing with mental health issues.
This is not about I never said anything. All I'm doing is asking questions that.
Okay, there's the answer to your question as to why she's not working. Okay.
What?
There's the answer to your question as to why she's not working.
Well, that's fair enough. We'll edit that, right? That's edit number one, right? Number two, right? There are 12 months to Christmas, right? Now, everybody, right? It doesn't matter what their financial circumstances are, right? Everybody has to budget and see what's coming up ahead and prepare for what's coming up ahead. Could you not have budgeted, knowing that Christmas was coming, and knowing the fact that you've young children?
John, excuse me for 1 second, John. Do you know how difficult it is? Well, you don't, clearly, to live on 200...
Adrian, would you do me a favour?
John, I'm asking you a question. Can you not imagine how difficult it is to live on €208 when you've 3 children and yourself to feed, to clothe?
I can actually.
Well, you've 3 children, have you?
What?
You've 3 children.
I can actually. Do you know why I can? Adrian? Because I do. So don't give me that shite, Adrian.
You do what?
I do know exactly what it's like.
You do.
And as for having children,
hang on, sorry. You do know what it's like to have 3 children and have to feed them on. He did, yeah. He did tell me to F off and hung up his phone. Very classy, John. Can't have an argument. Sonia, you're on 98 FM. Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Listen, first
Sonia.
of all, that guy John, how dare he speak to that girl like that? How dare he at this time of year? Myself and my friend, want to donate whatever we can. We've about 150 quid here between us. So whatever you need in Smith's, I'll go and get it over the weekend and we'll drop it in.
That's very kind of you.
Oh my God,
no
thanks
problem.
very much.
Not at all. Listen, we've all been there. I've 5 kids myself and I know how hard it is. And don't listen to that guy. You know, we all need to help each other out. We're all madmen.
Thank you.
And like we said, that wasn't the main reason that Sonia contacted us. It was more to highlight how she felt belittled, how she felt tiny, made feel really small by this particular charity who have denied her allegation. But I can only imagine, if I put myself into your shoes, Laura, I can only imagine how I would be. I wouldn't be able to keep it together. I really wouldn't. I don't know how you're keeping it together at all. I would absolutely fall apart. And it sounds to me, just listening to you talking to me, Laura, it sounds to me like this is all getting on top of you.
Yeah. I just want my kids to have the same as every other child.
And that's all any of us as parents want. That's all any of us. In terms of, and I do understand this, you mentioned you have a court case coming up in the new year for maintenance, but your children's father, does he give you anything?
No.
Nothing at all?
He's an alcoholic. He just doesn't bother.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take another...
I never stopped him from seeing them, nothing, but he just doesn't bother seeing them.
You get nothing out of it. Stay there for 1 second, Laura. 6797 981 is our telephone number. Mary, you're on 98FM. How are you, Mary?
Good morning, Adrian.
Morning, Mary. How are you? What did you want to say?
I'm okay. I think, like a lot of people, I'm very upset listening to Laura, and I was getting ready to go out, and I'm actually at home crying listening to her. And I just wanted her to know that. I also wanted her to know, and for other listeners to know, Christmas can bring out the worst in a lot of people. It's a very pressurised time of the year, and people with mental health issues, which are very prevalent in society today. Christmas can bring out the worst in a lot of people.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
For people like John, if he's still listening, the way he was about to attack her was awful, and I'm glad that you stopped that.
You see, the fact of the matter is that I know some people are able to cope. I know some people are, on the same money that Laura would be on, with the same amount of children, and are able to budget better and all of that. And that's, some people are on to us saying exactly that. But I can only imagine how difficult it is to cope when things are that bad.
It can be. I'm a single mother, Adrian. I have a 6-year-old. And what I wanted to say to Laura was to not feel like she has to keep up with everybody, because that's putting a lot more pressure on her.
I know, but unfortunately, when you have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, without intentionally doing it, they want this and they want that, and stay there for 1 second. Sheila, you're on 98FM. Hi, Sheila.
Hiya.
Now, Sheila, what do you want to say? You are related to Laura, are you?
I am, yeah, and I just wanted to ask her, why hasn't her family helped her out?
I have no relation called Sheila.
Now, you know who I am, and I know who you are. And I was just wondering, all these lovely, kind people are donating stuff to you, and I was just wondering, why didn't your family help you? Why couldn't you go to your family?
I don't know who you are, to be honest, and
Sheila isn't your real name, is that right?
Yeah.
Laura isn't Laura's real name, but I understand you have given Katie Laura's real name, so you know who she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What's the point you're trying to make here, Sheila?
The point I'm trying to make is that there is a reason that there is no money for Christmas. And she's playing up on her elderly mother, knowing that she goes off for days and days on end and leaves her children while she's off on a bender.
What? My elderly mother?
You're implying, Sheila...
My mother's not elderly.
Sorry, Sheila, go on.
Yeah.
She's saying her mother isn't elderly.
I'm saying.
When would I be going on benders? I have my kids 24/7.
Well,
and my mother is not elderly.
Laura, do you have any drink or drug issues?
No.
No.
Don't make me laugh.
Have you ever had addiction issues?
No.
No.
She rang me sister a couple of months ago, needing money desperately to get home. She was stranded or something. And it turned out that she was on a bender and had left her children, and that's what she needed. She didn't need the money to get home at all. She wanted the money to buy more drink and drugs.
That's a very serious allegation to make, Sheila.
I know, but I'm so mad. We've all been fooled, and all these people offering her. To be fair, if I thought it was genuinely for the kids, I'd buy them. I'd go out and buy them.
Okay, but it is for reasons like this that we have said quite clearly that we will not accept any cash at all from anybody with relation to this. So a lot of our listeners have offered stuff that will be for the children primarily, and we're happy to accept them. And you're saying that you would as well, Sheila.
Yes, of course I would, if I thought that the kids were getting it.
Okay, and like I said, anything that has been offered to us by our listeners is stuff that would be primarily for the children. Again, Laura, this lady whose name isn't Sheila, do you know who this lady is?
No.
No. But she knows you, and she was able to give us your real name. So,
and my ma's not elderly, and my ma wouldn't be in a position to mind my kids anyway. So I don't go off on benders or whatever else.
But as regards my question, do you have any drug or drink dependencies? You're saying no.
No.
Okay, all right. Stay there for a second. Let me go to Angela. You're on 98 FM. How are you, Angela?
I'm fine, Adrian. How are you?
Good, thank you, Angela. What do you want to say?
I was actually ringing in to say I'd get a voucher for food or something. But I'll be very honest now, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. And while I was ringing
the only reason we allowed that lady Sheila on the air is because Laura is not her real name, and that lady Sheila was able to give us her real name. Okay,
and that's it.
Yeah.
And I was just going, please, because I know someone who got caught with something like that last year. It was a whole hoax thing, and they got a load of stuff and went off and sold it for drugs. I know someone who gave stuff, and then they found out about this later on. And now I don't know what to do, because me and my mum are sitting here and we're in tears, and we were going to give in a Dunn's voucher or something so that the kids could be fed. And now I'll be very honest, Adrian, I don't know what to do, because I don't want to give in a €50 voucher for Dunn's for somebody to go and sell it for €30 for drugs, and that's what's going through my head now.
Okay, okay, Laura, I'm going to let you address that. What do you want to say to an awful lot of people who, after hearing...
Adrian, there's a thing, the only thing I could say to Adrian, I could give you my mum's number or whatever, and you could even speak to my ma herself. My ma doesn't take my kids while I go off on benders or anything like that. Like, you could speak to my ma after the show if you wanted to.
Yeah, which I'm
here
quite happy to do, yeah.
24/7, I'm here with my children.
And... sorry, Sheila, what do you think would happen if we ring her mother?
Ring her, see what she has to say.
It is confusing, Angela. I agree with you.
It's after I'm gone from tears now to total confusion. And all I'm thinking about is those poor kids. And, it's not I'm in a position to do it. It's not that at all. It's I know I'll have food on the table down in my mum and dad's at Christmas. And I'd hate to see any child go without food on Christmas Day. But now to hear that, and I'm sorry, Laura, if Sheila's wrong, I'm very sorry about it. But if Sheila is right, Laura, shame on you for doing this for all the genuine people out there who are genuinely...
Okay, I've asked a straight question and I've been given the straight answer 3 times now. Laura, again, do you have any drink or drug dependencies?
No.
Or any drink or drug issues?
No.
Have you ever gone on benders that this lady Sheila is talking about?
No.
Absolutely, certainly not.
No, because my ma, for one, if I did, my ma wouldn't mind the kids to go on a bender.
She might not have the choice.
Why wouldn't she have a choice?
Well, it could be that you've just said you're gone to the shop. If it is, and Laura, please take this from a confusion side of things. But it's like, yeah, will you mind the kids while I go to the shop, and suddenly 4 or 5 hours later you're not back? Your mum would have no choice.
No,
why can't? Do you know what? What I'd ask Adrian now is, why can't you give the mum a ring now off air?
Like my ma, like, there's no way my ma'd let me treat my kids like that. We were treated like that when we were kids ourselves, so there's no way my own ma'd let me do it.
Yeah. But that's all I'm saying is just
I understand
give your mum
totally
a ring. Yeah.
You can ring my man, no problem.
And the thing is, like as they said, this lady Sheila knows who you are, but you're saying you haven't a clue who she is.
I haven't got a clue who she is.
Sheila, you can say no to this if you want. Are you prepared to give me your real name?
Not on air, no.
Not on air, okay. But this means nothing to you. Am I right in saying that you live in the UK?
Oh, great, yeah.
Okay. Does that mean anything to you, Laura?
The UK? No.
No. Okay. Yeah. Means nothing whatsoever. Johnny, you're on 98FM. How are you, Johnny?
I just want to, if I can be of any assistance at all. I mean, Jesus, it seems like a sad story. I don't want to see anyone going hungry.
It does seem like a sad story. No matter what way you want to look at this, it's a sad story.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'll just, if I can help in any little way, I will. I mean, I'll make sure the girl and the kids are fed for Christmas a little bit, but every little helps.
Fair play to you. That's very decent of you. Like I said, it is a sad story no matter what way you want to look at it. And it sounds to me, Laura, can you put your hand on your heart and say to me you don't know who that lady is? And
to be honest with you, Adrian, I have an aunt in England, but it definitely did not sound like her.
Okay.
The UK doesn't ring a bell. Like, I don't know who that is. I would have recognised it's definitely not my aunt, because I would have recognised her.
All right. Like I said, I mean, I can only ask you the question.
Of course, I understand totally, but definitely I don't recognise that lady.
You don't recognise that lady, all right. But look, all I can say is, Laura, I wish you the best. We are going to get in touch with your mother and have a chat with her.
Yeah.
And we will fill our listeners in a little bit further when we have spoken to your mother. I've no reason not to believe everything you've told me. I don't for
God,
1 second.
I wouldn't ring and say something like that.
Yeah, it really is. It really is a sad story, no matter what way what way you want to look at it. Laura, like I said, we will talk to your mother. We've been we've had other people in touch with us who know who you are, and it's very. It's very sad. All right, look, Laura, I wish you the very best, and we will be in touch with you again on Monday or Tuesday. I know an awful lot of our listeners have offered to drop in some gifts for your kids over the Christmas time, and anybody who wants to do that, having heard the whole conversation, you're still welcome to do so. The Malt House, 98FM, the Malt House, Grand Canal Quay in Dublin 2. And Laura, hang up your phone. Katie's going to ring you straight back. She just wants to get some phone numbers and stuff off you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks very much indeed. That's live radio for you. This is 98FM's Dublin Talks.
The show getting Dublin talking.
Every morning from 10.
Adrian Kennedy.
Dublin Talks on 98FM.